Residents of Western Tigray spoke to Tigray television on the phone that Amhara forces intensify committing atrocities in the area. They add this act of wickedness is primarily perpetrated by the authorities from the Amhara regional government.
Amhara forces have intensified a new wave of evicting Tigrayan residents from the area and replacing them with Amhara settlers by distributing ID cards as a privilege for locality. The ID card handed out designates as if the settlers' birthplace is in Western Tigray. These forces are also providing military trainings to the youths in the area. These forces tell the militias and youngsters to get ready for another round of war, and heavy military trainings are being provided in recent weeks. These envoys of the chauvinist force, who consider themselves as government officials, have called for several meetings in the entire zone. The main aim of these meetings was to assemble the people, prepare and partake in a war so that the war will turn to the war of the people.
The residents say though Amhara forces are forcing the residents in Western Tigray to contribute money for a logistic support in a war against Tigray, the residents are declining it. The residents add Amhara forces persist committing atrocities against the residents, and a new wave of detaining and torturing civilians is being carried out in Western Tigray.
These forces assembled the residents in all 24 districts and asked them to contribute money. The community asked why they are required to contribute money, and these forces told them that it is for logistic purposes and to buy some essentials. However, the residents posed several questions against these forces. The residents told these forces that they are not going to contribute money, and even there is no one that they are going to be at war with. These forces directed all districts in Western Tigray to contribute up to 13 million birr each, and this means that one vicinity is directed to contribute up to 500,000 birr each, and yet the forces encountered several resistances from the residents. The residents told them that they are not going to be at war with the people of Tigray, while the government is telling them to take over peacefully.
The residents call for the federal government and the international community to immediately intervene in preventing these forces from committing further atrocities in Western Tigray.
The federal government signed a peace deal in Pretoria to protect and administer the citizens, so the government must consider them in and protect these people. This is the duty of the federal government. The international community who advocate humanity and the peace deal signed in Pretoria, and the intermediaries must also address our call to prevent further genocidal drive against the residents.